So tell me exactly, be honest.
Yeah,
What do you love about Nigeria, guys?
I love your culture. I
Okay.
love your culture. Some guys are extremely beautiful.
Okay. Because after this interview, a lot of people might put a call across to me that that
Okay.
very sister or that very girl or lady, I want her. I want to. You
Okay.
understand me? So will you have interest? So be honest.
Yeah, there's not a problem. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay,
I'm
say
gonna be honest.
okay.
So I wouldn't have a problem at all. I will love it. So
Okay.
absolutely, my family too. So it's
They will love it.
fine.
Okay.
Changing the narratives with Mr. B.
How you doing?
Hi.
How are
Good
you doing?
morning.
Good
Good.
morning. Nice
I'm
to meet you.
good. Thank you. You too.
What's your name?
Irene.
Irene.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
Irene in Italy.
Irene.
Italian.
Okay. In my country, it's called Irene.
Okay.
Or it's can still be called Irene.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's a privilege meeting you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So please, I'm going to be asking you one or two questions
Okay.
through this interview. We are doing this for educational purpose. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Just share it from our own life experience.
Okay.
To educate the public.
Exactly.
Okay. Before I come back to give you a
Perfect.
minute to introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, all my great viewers, depending on the place you are watching us from. We are back again with another episode of this program, Changing the Narratives, saying things the way they are in the city of Rome. I am here with this beautiful sister here
Thank
in the
you.
city of Rome. All right, so I'm going to be asking her one or two questions, although I'll give her a little minute for her to introduce herself. Before then, I want to urge you, please stay tight to the end of this broadcast. And equally, don't forget to help us like, share, and leave your comments for us in the comment section. All right. Let us talk to her as she do the proper introduction. Please,
Okay,
can you
thank
introduce yourself
you.
to
Good
them?
morning. I'm Irene. I'm 19 years old and I study in Rome. I'm a journalist student. And so I'm really interested in interviews and I love doing them.
Okay.
And particularly I think that I'm really keen on literature,
Okay.
cinematography, fashion, music. So that's what I'm going to study after journalism.
Okay.
And I think also African and then our African American too studies.
Really?
Yeah, I've got like a
Yes.
tattoo about Black Panther
That is beautiful.
because I'm like I love it. I love your culture. So
You love African culture.
yeah, exactly, absolutely. I did like when I was in high school. I did a simulation of the
Okay.
United Nations, and I represented Uganda. So I'm really extremely honored
Okay. Oh wow.
to represent it. See, exactly.
Okay, so
And no, tell me.
okay, have you visited any African country?
Unfortunately, not yet,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do it absolutely because I'm really interested in it. So yeah, it's like a goal, a life goal.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it absolutely.
Okay, let's first of all come to your study, right? Because
Okay.
I'm going to take you around on life cycle,
Okay.
even the things you like and that or which you don't like. All right.
Okay.
All right. So like this, you are studying the journalism, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like how many years is this going to take you?
It's gonna take me like 3 years.
Okay.
But
Like how many
for
years have you done now out of the 3 years?
I'm like at the first year.
Okay.
I'm doing the first year, so that's like the first time for me at university.
Okay. So then after 3 years, you become a professional.
After 3 years, you like have to do. You have two options.
Okay.
Do another 2 years in
Mhm.
Italy
Mhm.
or in other countries. It's not a
Okay.
problem. And the other one is like doing an exam that it can prepare you to become a professional journalist.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to like do this exam about culture, Italian culture and culture of like historical culture.
Okay.
And you have to specialize yourself
Okay.
and then you will become a professional journalist.
Okay. May I ask you, why do you decide to choose journalism as a profession?
Because I like, first of all, I like talking about stories of
Okay.
people
Okay.
all around the world. And I like culture, everything about culture, especially about pop culture,
Mhm.
black culture, Italian culture, and I extremely love writing. So writing is like my first passion.
Your hobby.
Yeah, exactly. And my future career. Why not? in my like life goals, there's also writing a book.
Okay.
So yeah, writing is the first one.
Okay. So have
Absolutely.
you written any book of yours personally?
I'm writing a book, but it's not published yet.
Okay. So what is the title of the book?
The title, no, I don't have it yet. But
Okay, you don't want to
but
review it now. Okay, that's no
no,
problem. There's no, if you don't want to
no,
review it, it's no
no,
problem. All right.
no.
Okay.
It's like if I have to think about a title, I think it would be "It's Raining."
It's raining.
It's raining. It's a story about a girl that is discovering herself and her life by herself. So it's like, and she's really in love with rain.
Hmm.
That it's like something that can heal her. So it's like I think that if I have to think of a title, I think it would be "It's Raining."
Okay, so maybe as you're saying something right now, there is a suggestion because I love writing as
Yeah,
well. I love poetry, right? Okay, so maybe I
yeah,
might help
extremely
you as well
cool.
to choose a title for
Thank
that.
you,
All right.
thank you.
Okay. Okay. So now, what inspired you to start writing that very project?
I think that I started writing when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And this project started when I was 16 after, unfortunately, a bad relationship with
Okay.
like one of my first boyfriends.
Okay.
So it wasn't that easy because I was just like a teenager
At what
and
age?
15.
Oh,
15 and 16 years
when you had your
old.
first boyfriend?
Yeah, and no, when we broke up
Ah,
after like 2 years of
when,
relationship.
when, how old are you when you started having a boyfriend?
In Italy, it's normal. I swear. In Italy, it's
It's
normal.
normal.
It's normal.
It's normal
It's
to age
normal.
because it's supposed
Yeah,
to start by 18.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
started that is
Like at 14, we start
14.
like yeah, at 14. But for me, like my life, my health, and my education was like my first choices,
Okay.
and he didn't understand it. So it was like I think that it's these things that inspire me
Okay.
to choose like a story and the project to talk about this girl that lives her life
Okay.
and like discovers herself simply.
Okay. So after that first encounter with that very guy, so what becomes of your relationship? Do you still go forward for another, or you just step aside to focus on your education?
um well, I just like I had another relationship
Okay.
1 year, but it didn't work because unfortunately I'm like really focused on
Hmm.
my education, my career, my future, and what I want to do with my life.
Hmm.
And I'm really like passionate in
Okay.
relationships, but if I can like find the person that is passionate as me
Hmm.
and wants to like see life how I see it can work out.
It can work. I completely understand.
It can work out.
All right.
So I'm really focused on my education, my career, also my like relationships in my life. But I think that you can like how can I say um,
You can't pursue two birds at the same
exactly,
time. You must
exactly. You
choose one
can't
and let the other
not
go.
prioritize
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly,
You must
exactly. That's the
prioritize one
thing.
and let the other go because if you are
Yeah,
chasing the two at the same time, you might definitely lose the two at the same time. Okay.
exactly, exactly.
All right. Okay, now let's come back to issue of your personal life now. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
In the what exactly do you think gives you joy in all the things that you've seen in life? That this
okay,
very thing is what gives me joy. I love this thing. As in,
okay,
I can't do without this thing. What is
okay.
that thing?
I've got like three things.
Okay.
No, no, four things: writing, theater, dancing, and my friends.
Really?
And
Wow.
my friends.
That is theater arts.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow. That is
I started studying acting like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, and then I moved here like in October,
Where were you
this
before?
October. I'm from a city called Terni, near
Certainly,
Rome.
I know. I
Near
knew.
Rome.
So I quite know the place called Tenny because we have one of our branch church
Okay,
at Tenny.
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. It's like 1 hour from here.
Oh
Yeah,
wow. Yeah.
yeah. And yes, I started studying acting like 2 years ago. Dancing is like 12 years that
Oh
I
yeah.
that I yeah, I'm a dancer and I studied it for 12 years, yeah. And I always wrote, as I said before.
So what kind
And
of dance do you dance? Is it secular dance
I
or the
I studied ballet,
okay?
modern, contemporary, and hip hop, especially hip hop.
Special hip hop?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now, in the secular world, right?
Okay.
Okay, so tell me, how many countries have you visited?
I visited like countries, um, England, France, America 2 times, United States 2 times, and Italy and Austria.
Hmm.
I've been like to Paris, London, New York, Boston, and Australia. I can remember because I was like 4 years old,
Okay, when you went there.
so I
Okay.
can remember. But I love traveling,
Okay.
so
But you've not visited any Africa country.
not yet, but I'm going to because I'm really interested in it and I love it. When I watched like the first movie of Black Panther and then the second one,
Hmm.
I cried watching watching the ambience
Okay.
and watching like the I don't know how can I say it in English, like the location,
Okay.
watching the I can remember in Italian, but I can remember in English. Uh, il paesaggio.
That's it.
By the way,
The roots.
like the the location
Okay.
and the
The culture.
it's the culture is like something. I told you I've got a
Okay.
tattoo
All
for
right.
that.
All right.
So
All right. All right.
so yeah, I think that I'm going to visit some African countries for
Mhm.
sure. As I also got some friends. I've got a friend that is from Nigeria too, and
Nigeria.
yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
wanted to ask you. So when you're trying to visit Africa, make sure that Nigeria is your number one because we are the giant of Africa.
Yeah,
Have you
I
heard about that?
know, I know,
Okay.
I know,
So
I
then
know.
we have a lot
I don't like know everything about history or the actual um, political situation there,
Okay.
but I know some things.
Okay.
I know some things.
All right. Okay. So if you have an opportunity to marry a Nigerian guy, will you
Okay.
take it?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Why not?
Okay. Tell me. Tell me what do you love about Nigerian guys? Tell me. I want to know.
I'm not racist, so
No, this is not about
absolutely.
racism. So tell me exactly. Be honest.
Yeah,
What do you love about Nigerian guys?
I love your culture. I
Okay.
love your culture. Some guys are extremely beautiful,
Okay.
as everyone, but I've got an interest. No, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I'm
Say.
gonna be honest.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have a problem at all. I will love it. So
Okay.
absolutely, my family too. So it's
They will
not.
love it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
absolutely.
now you are 19. Okay, now you have an opportunity now, right?
Okay.
Because a lot of Nigerians
Okay.
are also looking forward to a guy like you. Honestly, as a friend or as a wife, you understand me?
Okay.
Okay, listen, I'm very serious, right?
Okay.
Because after this interview, a lot of people might put a call across to me that
Okay.
that very sister or that very girl or lady, I want her. I want to. You
Okay.
understand me? So, will you have interest? To be honest.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm
Okay.
gonna be like, they can write me on my Instagram account. I don't know.
Okay, please put it out. Can you? Okay, can you
I don't know.
put out,
I'm
or you want us to
uh,
do it privately? So that okay, maybe whoever want to contact you, contact me so I can link it up, or you want to do.
I don't
No, your
know.
choice. Make a
No,
choice now.
it's not a problem for me. It's
Okay,
not a
so
problem
I
for
don't
me.
want that to be disturbing you, all right?
Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
you should put your account out
I'm
there,
gonna start like as friends
okay,
and talk. I love having friends,
okay,
so it's not a problem. New people.
okay, all right. So this one we are talking about is not just being a friend. I want you to marry a Nigerian guy.
I don't know what life is gonna deserve me.
No, no. Honestly, I believe, I pray that you find a very good one
Thank you,
because we have a good Nigerians,
thank you,
very good ones who are really, really wants to
thank
be
you,
a very good husband.
thank
If
you.
you
I hope
wants to be a
so.
good wife,
I hope
I hope you will
so.
be a good wife.
I hope
Understand?
so.
Okay, all right. Now,
I'm not
she,
signing a contract. I don't know what
no,
life
it's
is
not.
gonna
No,
take me, but
no, it's not a contract. It's not a contract. It's just out of will.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
so
don't have
she is
problems.
a very available girl, right? Italian, ready to mingle with any available Nigerian who is willing to be a good guy. You understand? We're not going with bad guys anyway. All right. So, okay, be mindful that she's a lover of study. Okay,
Yeah.
so don't come and be a distractor or to her. All right. Okay. So we should state things right. You understand me? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, apart from that, now, in all the countries that you're visited, right?
Yeah.
So, if you have an opportunity to make a choice on where you would like to settle down with your husband and your family, so where would that be?
I think I don't know. I think England would be a great choice because I like the country, but also I don't know. I I honestly didn't plan it.
Okay, so just choose now because you're having, you just like, maybe you never thought about it. Now I'm bringing it up to you
Mm,
now to your consciousness, right?
yeah, I didn't like. I don't think that I have a plan
Of living in Italy.
in Italy. I don't know because it's like it's extremely difficult
To live.
living there. Yeah,
Why?
it's like people, politics, economy.
Okay.
So no, it's like an extremely it's really beautiful
Okay.
Italy. I love it. It depends like on the city. I think that it depends on the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if a Nigerian guy married you now, so you want to take you to Nigeria, where you want to go?
I like I didn't have how can I say it?
Choice.
I've never been there, so I don't know.
Okay, boss, you would like to give it a
It
try.
could be a choice.
Okay, all
It
right,
could be a choice. I
all
don't
right,
know.
all right. Okay, so now lastly, so what would be your word of advice to anybody that tell them what you like about guys? Okay,
Okay.
first of all, let me ask you before I ask you to send a last message across to
Okay.
them. What exactly do you like about guys
Okay.
that will make you to say, okay, I see this guy, this would be a choice for me?
Okay. Something that is
Mhm,
someone that is kind, someone that is interested in what I like,
mhm,
someone that can like support me and that decides to listen to
okay,
me as
okay,
I talk a
okay,
lot.
okay.
Someone that is like kind-hearted, yeah, and that likes music,
Mhm.
cinematography, movies, reading, something like that.
Okay, so what is that you don't like about guys? That is
That
your.
I don't like.
Mm,
Something that I don't like. Let me think. I think someone that's possessive or rude or that wants to decide for my life,
okay.
and that's the thing that it's my choice. Everything in my life, it's my choice. But I think that I don't like someone that is possessive or rude. That doesn't mean that it's not serious because I like someone that is serious in a relationship,
Mm,
but not someone that is like you can do things because you're with me.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, are you sure you are a kind of person that listens? Although you want something, it's not everything that you might decide to have that are
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You might think that, okay, this thing I want to do it. It might not be right. To you, it's right. But if
yeah.
somebody
I think
advises you,
that
will you pick?
communication is the first thing.
Okay.
So it's not like something that if he thinks that it's something that is dangerous for me, absolutely tell me now.
Okay.
But it's, if
You
it's
will.
something that I would like to do, and it's and he doesn't have like a serious reason
Mm, yeah.
for tell me not to do it, I think that I can do it, or also we can do it together.
All right. Okay. Okay. So, in your life, in this your, I think it should be about 8 to 9 years now, or be 10 years that you've been into a relationship or something.
Yeah.
So, what is the greatest thing that you have sacrificed for relationship? You've let go because of
When
relationship.
I was like 14 years old, I stopped taking dancing classes for my like ex-boyfriend, and just he told me that we
Okay.
weren't spending a lot of time together, and I stopped taking dancing classes, and I think that that's the biggest sacrifice that I've done,
Mm,
because he wanted also to make me leave my family,
mhm.
and I
You didn't agree.
obviously
You
didn't
disagree.
agree, and I obviously couldn't do it.
Okay.
So I think that would have been the biggest sacrifice, but fortunately I didn't do it.
All right.
So the biggest one is like
Stop.
stopping taking
Mm,
dance classes.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, okay, let me ask you, right,
Okay.
please. Being a journalist now,
Hmm.
or studying to this very extent, so what does it take for someone like not an Italian or maybe
Hmm.
Italian want to go on this very field of yours? So what does it require?
To be a journalist in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, to study this.
Okay, you have to like study 3 years
Mhm.
journalism, or like literature, or philosophy, or economics, and then if you study journalism for your first 3 years, you can just then do an exam and and become a professional journalist. If you study like economics, law, or like literature or philosophy, you have to do another minimum 2 years and then do the exam,
Mm.
and then you're like you'll discover, I don't know how you can say it, the publishers, I think,
Okay, yeah.
the people like
Mhm.
the the publishers that can like give you
What
the
is
job,
okay?
and then you'll start writing. Is like it's difficult because it's like a role, a working role that is like not, how can I say that, um, is not is not seen as good as it was before in Italy. So it's like now it's extremely difficult. I think that it could be maybe it could be easier in other countries.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think that in foreign countries is like way easier. The life of a journalist is not easy at all.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a little bit
because
complicated because
because
of
I
many.
think that in Italy, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
It's not only in Italy, it's all over the world. Journalism is not easy because it takes a lot
No,
of
at
risk.
all. Yeah,
So a lot of
exactly.
this, like trying to investigate some issues that people doesn't
Exactly.
want them to know. You understand? They are
Exactly.
bringing out some
Exactly.
facts or secrets.
Exactly.
It's not really easy. It's not only in Italy. It's all over the world.
Yeah.
Journalism is not
Yeah.
easy. It's a risky job anyway.
Now in Italy, there's like some problems with it, especially I think in the political
Oh yeah.
situation of Italy. Journalism is not as seen as something good. but you have to study like a minimum of 3 or 5 years here,
Oh, oh,
and then you'll do the exam.
oh. Wow. All right. I've taken a lot of your time, so please, can you just send a word of advice to people who are out there, as lady
Okay,
like you, that are
okay,
still looking for a better life here in
okay.
Italy?
So I think study, enjoy your life, and smile always. And always remember, if I can say it, and always remember this one thing, that it's something in like an invented. I think it's like the Wakandian.
Okay.
It's like the Wakandian language, that is something that is invented in the movie, and it's Maifa, that means win them.
Okay. Win
So
them.
yeah,
Okay.
win them.
All
It's
right.
like for the black culture and all the human rights. So I think smile, enjoy your life, study, and win them.
Okay. All right. So my words to you now, that is my final words to you now. Be
Yeah.
ready, because definitely you are going to marry a Nigerian guy. Because in as much as you are in love with African culture, definitely you must make it a reality. All right.
I
It's
hope
not just
so.
by being studying or seeing it on television.
Yeah.
So I want you to make it a reality. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's a nice time with you.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
so
Okay.
much.
So I hope to meet you again and have
Thank you.
much interview with you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
God
so